Now that you're a track coach, have you given any thought to what your practices are going to look like? And what about your weeks? How to go hard and easy and prepare for a meet? And then how about the whole season to make sure that it progresses right and your athletes peak at the right time? There's a lot to think about, but don't worry, I've got your back. This is the second video in my track coaching series. The first one was about how to find the best events for your athletes. If you haven't seen that, you can check that out here. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to organize your practices, your weeks, and your seasons so you can do the best for your athletes. And at the end, I've got an exciting announcement that you're definitely going to want to check out. Most teams start their practices with a team meeting to discuss any business because in track and field, there's always a lot of things to organize, such as uniforms, race entries, travel plans, etc. The next thing you're going to want to do is start your team warm-up. The warm-up is general and it could apply to all events. Specialty coaches may have additional event-specific warm-ups and drills as well. And it's also pretty common to let your team captains or leaders run this part because it gives them a chance to work on their leadership. After the warm-up, it's time to split the team into their respective groups for their specific training because sprinters, mid-distance, and distance runners don't do the same workouts. If you'd like to get the workouts that I give my athletes, I'll leave a link in the description below. This is also the time that athletes that do their specialty events like hurdling and jumping split off to do those, and then they'll come back and join the rest of the team for conditioning. Now here's a tip, because these athletes are really going to want to spend all their time doing these events because it's fun and that's what they're really interested in. But that's a trap because they're sprinters and they need to have speed and they need to have conditioning. So you're really going to need to work to limit that time so they can do it in about 30 or 45 minutes and get back and join the rest of the team. And then always leave time at the end to bring everybody back together for some core stability and mobility work. It's a good cool down. And this is also another good time to let your veterans lead. It's good for team building, morale, and fun. Now, organizing your weeks is one of the hardest things to do as a coach. And I'll let you know right now, there's lots of varying opinions on the best way to do it. I'm just going to tell you what I evolved into after several years and had a lot of success with. For this video, I'm going to show you a plan based on weekday practices and weekend meets. If your schedule is something different than this, just take these concepts and apply them to your situation. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 3 days a week, everybody's at the track doing the workout that I described earlier. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, the sprinters are in the weight room or somewhere similar, working on strength and power training, and your distance runners are doing recovery runs and then join the rest of the team for the strength and power training. Now let's talk about how to organize the whole season, because you can't do the same workouts all 12 weeks. I like to think of the season in thirds, and the first third of the season, you're going to be spending a lot of time working on your athletes' fitness and their strength and endurance and getting them into the season without injury. The middle third of the season, you're going to work on what's called speed endurance. So your athletes are getting faster, but working hard to be able to hold that speed for an extended period of time. This is also the time of the season where you have some of the most brutal workouts, where you're working not only on the athlete's physical strength, but also their mental strength. The last third of the season is where you take what you've been building on and really refining that and sharpening the saw. If you want to skip all this research and just get the plan that I developed, you can. I left a link in the description below, or you can go to my website at acemethodcoaching.com. Now here's the exciting news. I'm coming out with a one-of-a-kind app for track coaches and athletes. In it, you'll be able to access and see videos of any drills that you need. You'll be able to get workouts that could be customized for your needs. And it'll also have an AI clone of me because I've uploaded it all of my content so it knows the way that I think and answer questions. So you'll have me in your back pocket 24/7 for all of your track and field questions. I'll also leave a link for that in the descriptions below. Until next video, Coach Ace out.